Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Gabby and today's video is going to be a St. Patrick's Day tutorial using an old eyeshadow palette that I haven't used in a long time. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics Kybrow in dark brown. And I'm going to apply that and I'll be right back. So for this St. Patrick's Day tutorial, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. But first I'm going to prime my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, like always. Be sure when you are applying the paint pot to your eyelids that you don't apply too much, because then when you go to put eyeshadow on top of it, it'll get all crepey and it just won't look nice. So you definitely don't need a lot this eye primer. I'm just going to set my eyelids a little bit. So I'm going to be taking this shade, Rolling in Dough, and I'm just going to get a light wash of color in the crease a little bit. Now, I haven't used this eyeshadow palette in over a year, I think. And I remember when I had first got it, I was obsessed with it. I had watched Nakia Joy's review on this palette and I instantly went and bought it. A lot of their eyeshadow palettes, I think only their eyeshadow palettes, but I may be wrong, they smell, and I mean like they smell good. This one smells like chocolate, like cocoa. I stick my nose in it every time I use it. Not that I've used it in a while, but every time I used to use it, I would just stick my nose in it and smell it. It smells so good. This color doesn't show up too much on my skin, but that's okay. I just want a light transition for right now. Now I'm going to be taking the shade So Bougie, and I'm going to do the same exact thing with the same brush. Now, my family always celebrates St. Patrick's Day. We're not too Irish, but we always make corned beef and cabbage, and we always have the Irish soda bread, and we always get it with the green frosting on it. It just doesn't taste the same without the green frosting. If you haven't had it with green frosting, I really recommend that you trying it with green frosting. And we just heat it up in the oven a little bit, not too much to where it all gets all mushy and it comes off. But it just, with a little bit of butter, oh my gosh, it tastes so good. We only have corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day, so it's just a once a year meal, but oh my gosh, I loved it. I love it. I love the corned beef shredded up. I'm not sure if everyone does it like that, shredded. But we shred it and we put spicy mustard. I think it might be Dijon. And with the potatoes and everything, it's just so good. This color, So Bougie, is so nice because it's just a little like wash of a transition, and it's perfect for transitioning, which is what I'm using it for. It's not too overly pigmented. And that's what I love about it. I forgot how well these shadows blend out. Like I said, I have not used this palette in a very long time. Now on a smaller brush, I'm going to be using the shade Cocoa Truffle. And I'm going to be using it on the outer edge of my eye and tighter in my transition. This is a deeper chocolate shade. And now I'm going to take that first brush again, and I'm just going to make sure that there's no harsh lines, like always. And if you're new here, I do wear these cat ears on my head, because if I don't, all of my hair will be on my face, and it'll bother me, and you'll probably see when it's time to do my foundation, it always still sticks to my face. And the interesting thing is, I don't have any cats. So it's not like I'm a cat lady. Now I'm going to take the shade Decadent very lightly. I tell you, very lightly, because black can really mess up your eyeshadow very quick if you apply too much. I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it in my outer corner because I remember that it blends out really well, this black. I don't want too much depth, I just want enough. And I'm gonna sit here and blend. Oh, it's blending out so nice. I'm just adding little by little each time because I really don't want to ruin my eyeshadow. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Money Bags. It's a different shade green than I really want, but I think I'm gonna put the gold on top of it, so I wanna see how that looks. So I'm just gonna take it on my finger, and I'm just gonna press it in the inner portion of my eye. I'm just taking it on a brush now, and I'm going to pack it on a little bit on the inner corner. Now I'm going to take the shade Chocolate Gold and put it directly on that green eyeshadow. I'm going to take it on my finger now and just place it on top. Now I'm going to take the shade Gold Dripped, and I'm probably going to put it right on top of that. Now I'm going to take the shade Holla for a Dollar, and I'm going to put it in the middle to outer corner of my eye. I really like how metallic these eyeshadows are. Taking it on my finger. Now I'm going to line my eyes with this KVD Dagger eyeliner. I'm going to apply my mascara, the Essence Lash Princess. I'm going to curl my eyelashes with this eyelash curler that I got from the dollar store, actually. So I'm going to apply my eyelashes and I'll be right back. So now I'm going to go in with this Juno & Co. Moonshine Primer. And I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This has become pretty much my favorite everyday foundation. I've actually been enjoying using a lot of cream-based products lately. And I don't normally use a lot of cream-based products. I normally stick to powders. This foundation just looks so pretty. It doesn't leave me creasing at all. It doesn't leave me too oily, and I am oily. It just looks so beautiful. And it's not that expensive, it's from the drugstore. Always drag it down my neck, because it's hard to get a perfect shade match, especially in the drugstore. Now I'm going in with this Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And I've been using this a lot recently as well. This concealer doesn't crease underneath my eyes. I struggle with that sometimes with concealers. Such nice coverage, that concealer. Now I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Sculpting Bronzer. It's a cream stick. And when I'm blending my concealer, I always blend up. You don't want to come too far down. See how easily that blended up? Now I'm going to use the Honest Beauty Cream Cheek Blush in Peony Pink. And yes, I did buy this specific shade because the name of it was Peony Pink, and my favorite flowers are peonies. And I'm just applying all these cream products with the Morphe sponge. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Now I'm going to set my face with this Jaclyn Mood Light Powder in Brighten Up. I did just buy her blush and bronzer duos, and I did get another Mood Light Powder, but I got it in the shade Do Me, and it hasn't come yet, but when I get it, I will do a review. So I'm just using that Mood Light Powder to set my whole face. I saw that Jaclyn did it this way. So I've been trying it out. I was a little nervous because I am oily and I didn't want it to look like I was oily. But so far, it hasn't been looking like that. So now for cream bronzer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Bronzer, the Sunstalker Bronzer in Shady Biz. I have the tiny little mini version and it's so cute. I'm going to set my under eyes and bake with this Beauty Bakerie flour powder. I'm gonna take more of that Mood Light powder and just amp it up a little bit. It's so pretty. It's just like a glow from within. Now I don't want that bake on too long, so I'm just going to buff it out. So for highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood loose highlighter. I haven't used this shade in a long time. And now I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost and Diamond Wet. And I'm just going to literally just press in the pan one time because a lot comes off of it. And I'm just going to dab it on top of that highlight. I swear I'll never run out of that because of how little you need to use. I'm going to go back into the eyeshadow palette and use the two lightest shades and just start buffing. Now I'm going to take Cocoa Truffle and do the same thing. I'm going to take a little bit of that black color, Decadent, and just put on the outer corner. Now I'm just going to blend. I'm going to take this Maybelline eyeliner pencil in Ebony, and I'm going to line my waterline. I'm going to set that with the black shade Decadent. I'm going to take that highlight I used, and I'm going to highlight the inner corner and my eyebrow bone. I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Lip Liner in 112 and the Jeffree Star Liquid Lipstick in Celebrity Skin. And now I'm going to put mascara on my lower lashes. Now I'm going to set my face with the Morphe X Jeffree Star. So this is my finished look of my St. Patrick's Day makeup look. Before you go, like and subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.